For me. Welcome back to Embrace the Chaos, Episode 5. I am your host, Brad.
And I'm Josh.
I'm Ben.
And I fucking hate you.
Why? We should have expected that to come.
I feel like we're all competing for the best intro, and
I
that
have to
is
think of a good
definitely
one
like,
now. Fuck. It's my turn next week, so I have to
Matt-
think of a good one.
I'd be pissed that he missed that one.
I know.
Good.
I have cringed at every last one of your intros, and I'm so glad I got to make every one of you facepalm as well. So
that one was a good one. I
got
Thank
really
you.
Fuck.
thank you. I thought of that probably like 3 or 4 days ago, and I was just waiting for it.
I was hoping you were going to say 3 or 4 seconds ago. You just kind of pulled it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I pulled shot glasses out of my pocket. You know, the pocket glasses.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, you never know, man.
as you could tell by my horrible singing, we are actually changing our drink this month to whiskey. And more specifically, going to Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. So, my drink this week is called the Dirty Whiskey. It is a couple shots of a full root beer can, some vanilla coffee creamer, and a cinnamon stick, which I don't know if you could see or not. But yeah, anyone want to talk about their modifications? Because I know guys.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. My only modification I chose Jim Beam as my whiskey, switching up a little bit, but you know, it's always good. I got the root beer. I got A&W root beer, and I don't have a full can because I bought a 2 liter, so I just put a healthy amount in, you know. And then I had cinnamon, vanilla, or something like that, coffee creamer. I couldn't find any cinnamon sticks, so I just threw a cinnamon coffee creamer in there.
Hey, I told you that's going to be a good alternative.
Hey, it's pretty darn fucking good.
Hey, exactly.
Well, I fucked up again. I think this is my 3rd week in a row. This time, I thought that I was going to do it correctly. And I go to the fridge to make it. Like, me and Brad are just hanging out, and he's like, I'm going to go make my drink. And I'm like, alright, I bet I need to go do that too anyway. And I go open the fridge, and there's no root beer. I asked Olivia where the root beer is. I was like, there was another one, wasn't there? And she was like, yeah, your brother left a can. And I was like, I know, that's the one I'm looking for. I must have drank it at some point, I guess. Fuck, I don't know. So I'm using Dr. Pepper and Jim Beam Black Label and whipped cream.
You have less of an excuse for not having root beer this week, though, because I specifically sent it out, I think, or like right after we recorded on Sunday, to give you guys as much time as possible for this.
See, but like I thought that I had it, so like all week I'm like, I'm good, man. I got everything already. This is the first one. I don't have to go buy anything. I'm good.
Well, and you know we're all so last second about it as it is.
Oh yeah,
I got mine 3 hours ago. What's your excuse?
Yeah.
I was on the shitter.
it's raining.
Yeah,
it's
but
raining.
I have
That was the excuse you gave Brad.
I walked over to DG, so I don't see any excuses.
That's
was-
what
Yeah.
Brad said
Isn't
because he
your
walked to the
Walmart
fucking
right
grocery
across the
store.
street? Isn't your Walmart across the street, pretty
It's
much?
a Meyer, but yeah.
Meyer, sorry. It was one of those big names.
Look, man.
Yeah, come on, ride your bike over there.
So Josh, you also
My bike
had
doesn't have a taillight right now until I fix it tomorrow.
That's fair.
Josh, you also kind of had an interesting spin on this. So you want to tell?
Yeah, I mean, most of the things I had, well, I guess I should say I at least had to get. Jack, I had as per usual. Root beer had to go get. Vanilla creamer had to go get. Then I was strolling through DG and like Brad had said, like if you find cinnamon sticks, they're gonna be in the spice aisle. So I mean, it's a DG. I wasn't expecting hardly anything. I was just curious what I would find. But then I found the best thing I think I could ever find is I'm strolling through that spice aisle. And so I'm looking all over the place, top shelf, second, third, fourth, fifth, and like my eyes are just kind of going everywhere along it. And then all of a sudden I just see this little gap and there's something pushed towards the back. I'm like, what the fuck is this? and I find this cinnamon toast crunch Cinnadust. And I'm just like, okay, it's the only one sitting there. I've got the money, it's Cinnadust. And why the fuck not? Like, if it's not good in the drink, maybe I can do a couple lines later. Who knows? But
That's a good way to go. I should have also mentioned Matt is out doing some music stuff, so he's not with us right now. We're hoping he'll be able to show up for maybe the last 15, 20 minutes, but we have no idea when he's going to hop on. So, yeah. So what do you guys think of the drink? What do you like? You like it? No?
I like it.
I like it. I think this one's my favorite one so far.
Yeah, I like it. I would say so far this one and the one that I made, the knockoff Sex on the Driveway.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Sex on the Driveway.
It helps that I actually like
it was a
whiskey
knockoff.
and I don't like vodka, so
It's a knockoff of Sex on the Beach.
Oh, I know what my drink is going to be next week.
Are you releasing it now? Is this going to be a?
Yep, it's a spoiler. So no, it's a spoiler. So that way everybody can drink it with us next week. They can make it ahead of time.
Oh, God. It's just whiskey shot.
No, it's me and Josh's invention that we made.
Oh God, that's.
Oh shit! I forgot
The
about
sand in my boots, baby.
the sand in my boots.
Oh no!
We had made it with Crown Apple at the time, so
it'll
need
be
to figure out.
We'll figure that out, but
that would be like Jack and then apple juice or something.
Yeah, exactly. And they do make Jack apple, but
true.
Yeah.
But I'd rather us not have to go out and buy a whole new bottle too.
So basically, it's a Sex on the Beach, but with apple instead. You know, is basically what it is. And because he mentions whiskey in the song, it's like, we'll do whiskey. So it was what? Apple juice? Was there Sprite in it?
I think there was Sprite. I've got a picture somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's in my snap.
Was that when you had that giant jug for homecoming? Is that the?
No, that was my
drink you're talking about.
Fireball and apple.
Oh, that's right.
That one was good. That was
Mason,
good.
That was water, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was all water to me,
water.
baby. Oh God, I gotta see if I can find this shit. It was
right.
It was when Olivia was living.
Yeah, it was still at their house.
Yeah,
but it was
after I moved out of 1520, right?
So it was last year.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
While you guys are looking for that drink lineup, I think we could probably go over to the question of the day.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I almost what was the best mixed drink we had at a party, and like what stories we had behind that. But I ended up deciding to go. Who made the best and worst first impressions with you, and why? So, Ben, while they're looking up, you want to start off with your best and worst?
Like I was talking to Brad about this earlier. I don't really have like good stories. The worst, I guess I'll say.
I found it.
So, like I said, I don't really have a story, but the first time I met Brad was back in my old house when I wasn't friends with any of these guys yet, and Brad would just pass out and drunk in my kitchen. So he was just staring off into space. So that it wasn't bad, but that was really the only impression.
Yeah.
And to go to the best, it's actually tied between 3 people, and one's not here.
So it's everyone else.
Everyone else. Because I
thanks.
bet you guys the same thing.
I was kind of hoping you would say Mason, because I think Mason lost the most money for that poker game that you won at.
I did.
But Mason,
he made the best. Yeah, that's true.
Not only did I lose the most money, I was making like as much as what Ben won. I lost it all, and then bought in 3 more times.
But that's our issue is whenever we get up, we get cocky, and then we start to buy in just to...
No, when I get up, I drink, and then when I drink, I make worse decisions.
Mm-hmm.
To put things into perspective, if we haven't told, I think we told the story before, but just so everyone knows, the first time I met Matt, Mason, and Josh was I came over to their house, which is currently my house. But I came over to their house, and yeah, that guy down there too. I came over to 1520, and I played not pool. Wow, we played poker with them. It was the five of us and our other buddy Townsy, and this was I went in there. I never played poker before, and I went in there, told them I never played poker before. This is my first time, and I came up in second. So Townsy I think won like 40 something bucks, and I won 30 something bucks. So yeah, that's why those three are my best impressions, because I took their money.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a pretty damn bad impression if you ask me.
Yeah,
What that? I was gonna say for you guys.
Worst impression.
I think Ben already told the story of my worst first impression. So I guess I'll say my second worst was with my best friend Joshua, just because I didn't know his fucking name. I thought his name was Chad.
And that's whenever you were disappointed or happy that my name wasn't Chad?
Well, you're going from Chad to Josh. You can't.
It's not.
It's pretty similar.
It's there. It's there. You know, the vibe is the same.
Yeah.
I will also say I don't think we actually Mason and I weren't super bonding until he moved into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever both of us walked into the house, knowing we both had mullets. As soon as we found out we both were growing out our mullets, that was the moment we were like, all right, it's meant to be, guys.
I walked in and Brady goes, God, they're all fucking growing them.
Freaking epidemic.
Shout out Brady. Good,
Yeah.
Good guy.
Never drinking again.
Still never met him.
I definitely poured this one strong now.
He's probably never trying to
I'll
chew
help you
tobacco again either because he threw up. But
Fair.
my best first impression, it's between Matt and Brad.
Well, obviously those are the last two.
Well, I'm talking to myself, Benjamin. I'm talking to myself through this, okay?
Little side commentary.
So I met
This is
Matt.
him on draft night. Well, I would take this guy, but this guy just has the right measurables.
Mm-hmm.
Big arm, big penis. Did you like that, Brad?
Josh, I'm not dignifying that with a response. That was so bad. It did. Oh God, I'm not selling that story.
Oh, did you guys see? Mason, do you have it yet, or can I tell this quick little story?
I'll tell. Go ahead. I think I have it, but go ahead.
So I was watching a TikTok, and this was weeks ago. This was probably 3 weeks to a month ago. I'm sure probably Mason and Ben saw it. Brad, you probably wouldn't have seen it unless we sent it in the group chat. I'm not sure. So Josh Sweat on the Eagles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So on Madden, they had made a fantasy, the Madden fantasy football cards and everything on there, and he's a 91 overall or whatever. And in his card, they literally choose one of the worst pictures because it outlines his dick down to mid thigh. Yeah, it's bad. If you want to
That's
you
great.
want to look it up, just make sure you're incognito mode, bro. It's
You gotta type in Josh Sweat dick card.
Exactly.
But telling that story, I just want to say real quick, I vote that we never let Mason use whipped cream again, because he got a little in his mustache and licked lips like a goddamn e-girl. Like that.
I made fucking eye contact and I was just
No.
I didn't know if that's what that was or not. I just thought you were thinking deep in
No.
thought.
No, the thinking was what I was going.
Oh, okay.
So Mason, you got your best story?
Yeah, so I think I have to say Matt. And not because my impression of Brad was bad, but because my impression of Brad was so short, because it was just like, we met outside on the street and it was like, hey Mason, this is Brad, and I was like, what's up, dude? And then we went and bought food. Like that was it.
That's hilarious. You realize we spent the entire day together that day, right?
Oh yeah, no, we did, but
Okay.
yeah.
Like
But
an awesome
like
relationship.
immediate first impression is that's what I was
Gotcha.
basing it off of. So Matt's was we had speech together. We had Com 210.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
Calm to 10.
We're chilling. He sits across the room from me.
What was this in the large lecture?
No.
No,
This is
small
a
lecture.
small
Okay.
lecture.
I was saying,
So
wow.
he's sitting across the room from me,
They made eye contact and they licked the lips.
and like I never really I didn't not notice him, but I didn't notice him. We didn't start hanging out the first class, but the second class I think it was when we decided what our first speech topic was going to be. And so he was going to teach the class how to play trombone. Well, mine was that I was going to teach the class how to play trumpet. And so once I said that, after he said what his was, we made eye contact. And I think we spent the rest of the night hanging out together after class.
Made it happen.
And yep, so that it was one of those quick little I see you second dubs.
And then he put his bone in your trumpet, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also good back. Appreciate the ICU second dubs.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to throw that in there. I said that to Olivia earlier this week too.
Nice.
I can't remember what it was.
All right,
for.
John. Best and worst. What do you got?
All right. I don't know if you guys have really let off that bad of impressions. So
no, I was passed out on the couch, and I thought your name was Chad.
okay, but at the same time, I was probably blacked out. So how would I
think you
remember that?
I think you were.
Exactly. So if you referred to me as Chad, that definitely wasn't me, you know?
Mhm.
So that's Chad's first impression of you. But
Okay.
anyway. So wait until Chad comes on and then you can ask him.
Okay. All right.
So I guess I would have to say at that point that my worst impression would be Ben, because as much as I love just gambling my money away, I don't appreciate whenever he just acts like Vegas and steals it all in one go. But
You don't want to see stealing the money from you?
no, not really. I just
You'd rather have a random app that's showing it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm just well, I counted it gone in the beginning, so might as well go now.
Yep. The money's out of my account already, but it's still my money when I buy in. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. So.
Mm-hmm. But as far as best impression, I guess I would probably have to go with Brad, because solely based on first interactions with a lot of people in college and everything, Brad and I played Ultimate Frisbee back in freshman year, and I mean, he was one of the first people that I started getting along with, and even I think as far back as freshman year, I had started talking to Brad about possibly living together, and it wasn't until 2 years later that he hit me up and was like, "Hey, you still looking to get a house together?" So I mean, if I want to live in a house with you, I feel like you've got to set a pretty damn good impression.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
But that's just me. I don't know about you guys. I know half of us definitely have not lived in the house together, right?
I was going to say, you've lived with everyone, right?
I have lived with everybody in this group.
The only one I haven't lived with is Ben.
Ben, yeah.
I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's funny.
Not only am I about to hit seniority in the house, but I've also lived with all of you. It makes me the most superior.
Mm-hmm. So, are we counting Josh and Chad as two separate entities?
I think that's what we decided.
Okay,
I don't even know when I first.
So, are you changing your worst impression?
I was going to change my worst impressions. Actually, even though Matt and I hit it off, we mostly hit it off after college. Matt and I actually met at orientation for freshman orientation, and we had a good time. But it was kind of one of those things where I was meeting so many people at once that it was like bam, bam, bam. I couldn't tell, and then it was after a while where we were talking over Snapchat, and then my best first impression actually does have to be Josh, because Josh was just like such a sweet. First met him at Ultimate, he was so kind and whatnot. It was great getting along with him. And then
Little did you know.
Chad.
I was gonna say Chad is unofficially the actual worst, but I think for this I'm gonna actually say, and this is gonna probably surprise you, I think it's Mason.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
Really?
Because depending on which Mason you meet.
Well, I met extrovert Mason, because if I remember correctly, that meal was all speech kids, and then me, and then one of our old female friends.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was Cordell in that speech kids group?
He wasn't in the speech kids group, so
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that one was a little bit weird because I knew Cordell and Matt beforehand, and then they brought along Mason. Can I bring out this other friend, by the way? And I was like everyone was just trying to bring everyone, and then it was just kind of a weird time with you.
It definitely was, because like the worst part was this was while I was still dating Abby, so I had no interest in this other friend other than the fact that we were friends. And so I was like, yeah, we live in the same building, we both play Quidditch, let's hang out, whatever. Abby had something going on that day, so I was like, come along, whatever. And yeah.
I will also say, to take credit for best impression, this was also before girls started breaking my heart, so I didn't turn out to be Chad until long after that.
Oh yeah, that was because you still had
after that, but
you still had the girlfriend from high school.
Yes, I did.
Me too, Joshua. Me too.
I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about any stories, but there is one like funny one that you mentioned to me when.
Which
do you
one?
remember this one? The eating one?
I hope you remember it.
Oh my gosh, her?
Yep. You were dating her at that point.
Let me tell you, in high school, every time we would end up going to lunch, I had to end up cutting her food up in order for her to like be comfortable eating around other people. Otherwise, she was not comfortable eating around me. She was not comfortable eating around anybody else, but she asked me. She can't even get her own damn food.
Oh, that's not what I thought. I thought you had to actually like look away too, didn't you?
If I was like, it's not like I was staring intently, but if I was trying to make any sort of eye contact, then yeah, that was another thing that became an issue. But then there's me over here just eating with like my mouth open, just like, yeah, this is a pretty good meal. I love this pizza. So yeah, you know me. Just big old catch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, so that was a trip. I also thought you were going to mention another story. This was one of the first, I think, ultimate Frisbee parties that I had been going to, but this was before I started drinking. And yeah, I know, like, me not drinking, this is really damn surprising, right?
I don't know where you're going with this one.
So this was one of the times that she got like super jealous. And like, it was bad. It was bad. Because I hadn't started drinking or anything. And I mean, I was still 18 and everything. I was at the Frisbee house, which was still still on Wheeling, like just on the opposite side of the road. I'm waiting on Brad to unfreeze.
What's that now, John? What'd you say there?
I said, which was the party was still at the one Wheeling house just on the other side of the street, but down a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little further down.
Okay.
Also,
And
my internet's just being absolute death right now, so you guys are cutting in and out for me.
I had a feeling
You're
it was
cutting it out for us.
Yeah, it
Oh
was,
boy.
yeah.
it was
It's
just
I
the
think it's
fact
the
that I was
weather.
waiting.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're currently recording in the middle of an Indiana/Ohio hurricane, so
Hey, call it a whirlwind.
Boo!
Alright, I'm gonna cut him.
yeah, he's not
Kick him
allowed.
out.
Can we kick him out?
That's
We can.
I don't know if anybody else can, but I know I can.
Jesus.
But
Anyway,
anyway, so to get back to the story, we're at the party and everything, and I think we're just kind of chilling, like in the front room and everything, and everybody's at the couches. And then she texts me and she's like, is there any alcohol there? And I was like, yeah, like there's alcohol here, but I'm not drinking. And then supposedly she thought I was like acting like an ass. And like me at the time, yeah, I had my tendencies, but also I was a freshman in college and I was this far away from her. And she was also with all of her like friends from the cross country team at the time. So all of those friends were not doing me any justice by probably backing her up and being like, he's definitely cheating on you, he's doing something wrong, he's definitely drinking.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, and then she starts trying to call me. And so I'm standing by the couch and I'm just like, what do I fucking do? Do I answer it and like end up fucking something up regardless? Or do I just not pick it up and fuck something up regardless? So I walk outside first, I pick it up. And as I'm like on the phone with her and everything, all of a sudden, like we're probably a minute or two into this call and just a group of people pass by. And all of a sudden I just hear her say, are those girls that I hear? And I just say to her, I'm like, yeah, they're going into the house. It's not just like I got a fucking girl on my arm just like waiting for me to come back inside. Like, I know I'm a catch, but like, don't get me wrong. I ain't pulling bitches right now. Give me a couple years, sweetie.
got the phone.
That's
It's just like,
hilarious.
man, let me tell you, these bitches be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the only B word that I'll call a bitch
I gotta
is
say,
beautiful.
I always have to get the psychotic ones.
I do have to say, I am very surprised that you still wanted to live with me after the Be Here Now saga. Do you remember that?
You guys actually like went there. I only went there one time, and it was because Matt was playing.
I went there twice, and once was because Matt.
I was gonna say I heard it twice. One was Matt playing. The other was I was gonna say it was Brandon and a couple other of those friends, if you remember them, Mason.
Yeah, I do.
They wanted to go there, tagged along, and I am
Who the
just
fuck wants to go there?
I was going because of the bitches.
The 18-year-old ones?
That's what,
Yeah, that checks out for you. Never mind. That checks out for you. Never mind.
Shut the fuck up. I fucking hate you. At the time I was 18. I'm not going there now. Like, I didn't go there to pick up Hunter. Like, that's not how it worked out. Shut the fuck up. I only go to Tinder for my 18-year-old bitches.
Look, man, we had two different freshman years. You were looking for 18-year-olds, and I was looking for all the bitches that were like already
Interested?
Like,
I was gonna say you went closest proximity.
that's not inside. Well,
Uh,
I was like a 50-50. Okay, there were
Unless I'm missing someone, I think the two that I'm thinking of were pretty close.
Yeah, no, the two, buddy. I like.
Oh,
I quadrupled my number like freshman year after me and Abby broke up.
oh, gotcha.
Hey,
So-
you want to talk about proximity? I went 2 hours away.
I always forget about that.
We all try. We all cannot.
I'm gonna have to make another drink because of this conversation.
Yeah. All the serious ones were ones that were close proximity.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
I
I was
mean-
gonna say I wouldn't go 2 hours away for an actual relationship.
Right.
Just hit a couple times.
Exactly. It was a couple months, but yeah, a couple times.
I had a weird phase where all the girls I matched with on Tinder were moms.
Hey, sometimes those mommy milkers, let me tell you.
It was funny. I showed my
That's-
friend who will remain
They
nameless
actually
because
know
I don't know if his wife watches this or not. I showed him a picture of the girl one time, one of the moms, and he goes, "I see why she got pregnant."
Nice. Nice.
You know who you are if you watch this. You know. I'm not gonna rat you out to your wife though. It wasn't while you guys were married. It was just
Imagine if
comforting.
we lost in the group chat.
Uh,
I'm not gonna name it.
they probably don't watch this.
Hey,
Yeah.
just
But if
wait.
they did, because we
They're
were just
gonna start watching one day, and they're gonna come back to all of our.
well, that's the thing. I was just talking to them about it today, so like this would be the episode that they just decide like, "Ooh, why not?"
I'm pretty sure you just gave the game away if you were
I
just
might have.
talking today about that.
I probably did, but hey, at least I didn't say it out loud.
As long as his wife wasn't around.
No, she was. She was there.
Oh, yep, then you gave it away.
Busted.
You fucked up. We
Yeah.
definitely recorded this on Friday the 10th. The
Yeah.
10th, not
The 10th.
not whatever today actually is.
Yeah, not. Nope.
Not yeah.
Nope.
I was gonna say, don't you have a date in your bottom right corner, Mason?
Matt crops it out now anyway.
Oh,
I
okay,
think.
good.
Or he's supposed to.
Hopefully.
Yeah, he's supposed to now.
Everybody's gonna wonder what day it is now.
See, these are the little bits right here are the part that Brooke's talking about that we should have like shorts of. That
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, you want shorts? Give me a second. I got you.
No,
Oh, God.
no, that's okay. Just
Right.
Come on, I got booty
I mean,
shorts
it-
upstairs.
it's okay. Just save them for next time.
Josh,
You'll
we've
you'll
all
need 'em
seen
for-
you in your jorts.
Put your speedo on.
No, you'll need
No,
them for next
no.
week with the sand in my boots, which brings me back to the sand in my boots. We did find it. It is.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull this back up here. It is sour apple pucker, cranberry juice, orange juice, and then apple flavored whiskey. You don't have to do the apple flavored whiskey. You could just do Jack or Jim. But if you wanted to get Jim or Jack Apple, you could.
You're gonna have to remind me later.
I will. It's in the group chat. There's a picture of all the ingredients.
Oh,
He said it about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, I see. Check.
Yep, it's there. So
Ben, you're so on top of it.
Well, I'm trying to pay attention. I'm not picking up my phone. Thank you very much.
for
Well,
anyone that wants
sorry.
to drink along,
My
What were you
scattered
saying, Josh?
brain.
but it was actually very good. Depending on how heavy you guys pour and what parts you pour heavy.
Yeah. When did we make
Mhm.
that? When did we end up making
It
that?
was.
I guess my question was I dating Hunter yet?
No.
I think that was after I moved out of the house. So
I
I think
thought-
that was more recent.
But was that in between?
It was. Oh fuck!
Because for some
that
reason I
picture
just remember it being the three of us, you, Olivia, and me.
Yes.
Could it have been the summer in between where
I-
That's kind of what I'm
I'm
thinking.
trying to. I should have just looked at the date and I could have told you, but I'm looking at
Mhm.
it again. Hold on.
It was probably whenever me, Mason, and Matt got back from Florida that
It was.
Mason and I started thinking about.
Yeah. I was gonna say that definitely would have been after I moved out then.
It was definitely after Florida, but I'm trying to remember how far after.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, because we were coming up with trying to come up with drink names, and then we thought we thought about that because I was also there was this Florida thing that happened, and all of a sudden well, the funny part was I got back home, and so I had left my boots in my backpack, and as soon as I got back, I pulled them out, and would you look at that? I tip them over, and all of a sudden, just sand starts pouring out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is this a sign or what? So
It was a real sandstorm.
Yeah.
That would have been a great song title.
August 14th, 2021.
Yeah.
When we made that.
and I make one mistake.
Yeah,
So-
literally right before that school year. So
Yeah.
when it was just Josh and Townsy in the house.
Yep.
Song title.
Oh god, here we go. Last night.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, last night. One mistake in Nashville.
It's not a bad song name.
But it should be one mistake and then in parentheses in Nashville.
I like it. See, this is why I just have people.
Well, it's better than the time we were in Nashville and I was talking about how the rain cleaned off the dirt on my boots, and he goes, "That'd be a good song title, Dirt on My Boots." And I'm like, dude, that's a fucking
And
song already. It's a really big song.
Well, and
That
right before that, I had said, you know who I am really not a big fan of? John Party.
It's like, dude, it's
And it's by John Party, if you didn't pick that up.
Wait, you guys are talking about like the Nashville floods that we were in, right?
yeah. The ones where like
oh my god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The one where on the ride back our friend drove in the wrong direction.
that one. Or our
Yeah.
Uber driver that was fucking nuts, but he was cool as shit, but he was
Oh
fucking
yeah.
I was fucked up. That was
As
wild.
That was the night that I made Josh go hide in the bathroom so me and Olivia could have sex.
You know, that night, well, actually,
Hotel room.
that Uber, you know the one thing that I remember about that Uber? How citrusy it smelled in that damn Uber.
Oh, I was nope.
I
I was
shouldn't
too
lock
fucked
it
up
up.
for
Made
that.
me want to throw up. Like that's why
That was
I
the night. That was the night that I maxed out my debit card.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but like Nashville's just fucking expensive. That's why you fucking maxed it
Well,
out.
it wouldn't have maxed it out if everybody didn't want to go to fucking Fleming's for dinner.
Okay, but that was worth though.
Was it? I had sides because I wasn't spending fucking money on that shit. I
No,
spent,
you were trying not to max out your card.
yeah, and guess what? I fucking did anyway because I had to buy.
You still did.
I had to buy a new pearl snap because I was like, well, this looks fucking cool. And
Okay,
I
you bought like a
cowboy
pair of
hat,
yeah.
and then I bought a round for everybody, including the guy who was singing at the bar,
That's right. Oh shit, what's his name anymore?
Adam James Carson.
Adam J. Carson.
His
I'm
song.
impressed you remember that.
Oh, I remember it because he's on my playlist.
I was gonna say he still
His-
followed them.
He's on his
Yeah,
place now
his-
that he bought him a shot.
Exactly.
His song "Shut Your Mouth and Hurt Me."
I'm
the only
impressed
one
you
I know.
remember that name.
Oh yeah, dude.
He was a good guy. I like that.
He was a cool dude. He's got short hair now. He cut his hair off.
Oh shit, real. Okay, are you like best friends with him instead? Are you cheating on me, Mason?
I just follow him on Facebook.
You seem like every single thing that goes through his life you know about.
He should have gotten a mullet instead of shaving it.
Dude, honestly.
We actually look exactly the same. That's why Mason's best friends, because he's confused.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. I need to go make another drink.
Okay. I don't know
Yeah,
if
have fun.
you guys...
Little did we know the J in the middle of Adam J. Carson stands for Josh.
Adam Josh Carson.
Mm-hmm. You guys brought up Tinder a few minutes ago, and I thought that would probably be a good time to talk about the sad attempt that I had on Tinder. Do you remember that?
With who?
What? No, trying to use Tinder, period.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but we all have a sad point until we realize what the game is. Like,
Okay,
Tinder's
but
a game.
Tinder
true,
is-
it is. It absolutely is. But I think if it is a game, I 100% lost. Like, there's no... Right?
Wait, like, what do you mean by bust? Like, bust? Or
No. Like, I hit on a 20 and got another 10. So full on. But I was gonna say because
threesome, huh?
oh my god. No, I tried Tinder one time, and I remember specifically, I was so scared to make it. I actually had Josh make it for me.
Which wasn't a good
And
idea.
No, it was a terrible idea. It was a huge mistake. And then I remember I was swiping. We got one match, Josh, for like 2 or 3 messages, and he's just turned her off right away, and she unmatched with me. So I swiped with everyone, and like I had 2 people who were my friends who like pity swiped back. I had 2 random. By that point, I was so out of it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm never using this app again," and I deleted it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite for those of us who actually like use pickup lines on Tinder? What's your favorite pickup line you've ever used?
Mine will always be the one that I used on Hunter, which is, "Do you like blueberries on chocolate chips?" Because I just want to know what kind of pancakes to make you in the morning.
As soon as I asked this question, I knew that's what you were gonna say. But
It's just my
Now
favorite.
we have to ask Hunter, did you actually make them?
I did eventually. She did give me shit right away. Whenever I didn't within like the first week, but after about a month.
I mean, I would.
But she's not. The reason that I didn't was because we made it clear between each other. She's not a big breakfast type of person. So yes, she answered my question. Yes, she helped out my situation. But it was more the fact that like she answered the question because I didn't say I was making pancakes at first. It was the fact that I asked bananas or chocolate chips.
I thought you said blueberries. You're a fraud.
I
He
don't
is
know which
fraud.
one. Like,
Fraud.
Fake Tinder user.
what do you want me to do? Get back on Tinder and see what messages I sent her?
Yes.
Okay, well, I can't because I already deleted it. Because I am not a fraud. I am a real person.
Bullshit.
I did not catfish her. Well, I kind of catfished her.
Did you actually?
I used my 6-pack pictures.
He probably had a
See,
picture in his feed up.
when I was on Tinder with Olivia, it was before I cut my mullet off. So I was using pictures of me without the mullet on Tinder, so that way girls didn't know I had it.
Okay, but Olivia knew who you were at least.
She did, but she didn't know that I had the mullet because, yeah, and I just happened to cut it off for work before we started actually hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Ben, what about you? What did you have for your pickup line?
Don't have one.
You don't have one? Oh, dude, I got you then. Because my high school math teacher gave me some good math pickup lines.
Oh, God.
I actually have never used them. I've only told them to girls afterwards, and every single time I've gotten the like pity laugh, which is how you know it's good, because then they're like, "Oh yeah, it's good, totally." And so
I like, "Are you Jewish?" Because
That's gonna have to cut
Mason,
that one
now
out.
it's time. It's time, Mason. Kick him off the server.
That's gonna have to cut that one out. Just yeah, we'll circle back. Anyway, mine. You ask what mine is. Oh
yeah, what's yours?
Mine. What's a place like you doing in a girl like this? It works every time. It
What's
did.
the one time?
I don't know. I still kind of like mine.
No, I like mine. What's a
What was
place
yours
like
again,
you?
Josh? Don't answer that.
What's a place like you doing in a girl like this?
Matt's really gonna miss this episode. We're almost
He
done
really
here.
I know.
No, the best part.
I had a discussion that he would get major FOMO just because he's editing this, but he's not in it.
He's gonna have to listen through this, so
Yeah.
he's
The
gonna
best-
hear all these dumb things.
The best part is gonna be the moment that he notices my fucking nickname.
Oh, right.
I was gonna say, you should probably
not getting uploaded.
you should probably shake your mouse so he can see it.
Oh,
For sure.
trust me, I'm circling, I'm outlining, I'm
Gotcha.
fucking spelling it with my dick.
At this point, the editor needs to put that in there just so the viewers know what we're talking about.
Matt needs to edit in a video of the double doink.
That'll be the end clip in memory of the double doink.
He'll do it so this episode gets copyright struck and we can't actually upload it.
Yes.
For any of you non-sports fans, go after you're done with this video. Go search the double doink, Matt, and remember that Matt's a Bears fan.
Actually, we should have Ben explain what the double doink is.
Oh yeah,
he knows it so well.
He's
don't.
also not as salty about
I
it.
did not officially watch that
You didn't?
in real
live
time.
with Matthew.
In real time, I did not.
I watched it
remember where
live.
I was, though. I was out. That was my freshman year. I was. I went home for the weekend. I think at that point it was the weekend. Came back, and I know I was on the bus from the stadium parking lot to campus. And I remember on ESPN because I'm a poor college student. I can't afford no streaming service or anything. So I was just watching play-by-play, and I see that Mr. Cody Parkey, missed the field goal. Yeah.
You
So
know what? I'm gonna pull a Matt. Cody Parkey, if you're watching this, come be a guest on our show. 3 out of the 5 of us love you.
Whenever Brad ended up picking up Cody Parkey for his fantasy team when he was on the Browns,
Yes, sir.
he freaking scored all
I was
the
gonna
time.
say he was an absolute clutch kicker for the
Fucking
Browns.
unit,
it was great.
Cody Parkey, you're a fucking dude. I don't care what Chicago fans say.
Because it's a double negative, Brad. You can't
Good
go
point.
wrong with double negative.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to buy a jersey.
Yeah, you
I
do.
was gonna say you haven't bought that yet.
Yeah,
It's Bart.
buy tomorrow.
No, it's April now. It's April 10th. Remember?
The deadline?
Guys.
Tax deadline's April 18th, guys.
No, I thought it was
Oh, it's
July.
August 28th.
Happy 4th
I'll-
of July,
I'll-
guys.
Tomorrow. I'll send you guys proof tomorrow,
Okay.
as long as I remember.
Oh, hey, you have those KBBAs still.
Yeah.
Have you found that? Have you found that less dice yet?
Shut the fuck up. We've already been through this.
It's still funny though.
It'll always be funny.
Exactly.
Should I just...
That'll
I was
be
gonna say go for it.
that'll be another bit that we beat to death.
What, us icing each other?
No. Hey, did you find that last ice yet?
Oh, okay.
This isn't a twist off, is it?
No.
No,
Oh.
but I'm glad I'm not the only one who did that because I definitely did that last week.
You have a table.
I do, but I don't want to look like a fool.
Then don't fuck
Too
it up.
late.
True.
You're wearing
Alright, here we go.
I mean,
Shut the fuck up. I got it, bitch.
Nice, let's go.
But I also dropped something else on the floor. That can stay there for now.
But now
Mhm.
I'll pick it up.
It's okay. It's not food. Hunter left her spaghetti on the table for a little bit. I was like, can you go put that on the countertop? So she did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nala didn't eat the remains?
No, I didn't want her to at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she's already becoming a big girl.
All right, so do we have any more interesting stories we want to talk about, or we want to kind of switch over to sports?
You know, we always have interesting stories. Oh, I mean, it's not an interesting
hey,
story,
Nala.
but it's something that could come up with some eventually. So spring break, we're going on. Hunter and I are going to Florida, and we're spending the day. Oh man, where did my phone go? It's a pretty nice place.
Getting another state knocked off.
Yeah. Hey, it's especially since it's a little bit further, like it actually makes that a lot easier. The one issue that I have with Hunter right now, she fucking hates flying because she's only been on 2 flights. And the first flight she has ever been on, she was in a plane crash.
I'm sorry, what? Are you serious?
Yeah. Hunter was in a
I
plane
understand
crash.
why she would not like it.
I didn't know she was in a plane crash. Wait,
Yeah.
was this
Now
like
you
a
know what
commercial
happened.
crash? Oh my god.
fuck you. Damn it. I was
I
trying
know.
so hard not to make a joke. Fuck you. I tried so hard. I was being good. I was gonna text. I literally picked up my phone to open up the group chat and text you guys to remind me about this so I could tell the fucking joke.
Why?
Okay. So in all seriousness, I promise on my life, Hunter has been in a plane crash, but she was born in 2002, so that's why I was finding it so funny too.
It's really funny because my dad actually was on a plane during 9/11.
Not the one
Sorry,
that crashed.
Dad.
Yeah, no, like actually, he was the one who. So they hadn't taken off or anything, but oh, that's pretty nice.
Right?
Yeah,
And
they hadn't taken off, but he was the one who had to tell the passengers what was going on because they had the national ground order. Oh, you're right on the beach. Let's go. Wait, is that Lonnie Kai?
What, you mean what's left of it?
For real.
Yeah, more or less.
And
Anyway,
then
I want to know more about this plane crash, though.
I will let that be a Hunter story. Hunter can be our first guest next week.
Okay.
We had a little bit of a talk probably right before she left, and she was like, people have always been telling me to do like an autobiography about like my life and all of these stories because this isn't her first like near death experience. Like she was on her way to one of her cousins or somebody's wedding, and her family just so happened to end up getting in a plane crash. So I'll let her tell that story sometime. So yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just hopeful that she doesn't spread that bad luck onto me. But just so it stays clear, I've also never been in the hospital before I started dating Hunter. So
You know what? This is payback.
You know what
This is
happened
payback
when
for
you
you
tried
buying
dating
your
her?
mom Colts jerseys. This is fuck you.
But freaking Troy Polamalu retired right after I got his jersey. Ben Roethlisberger, Ryan Shazier's injury.
Yeah, and
Like
Carson Wentz got COVID the week that your mom got the Carson Wentz jersey.
Carson Wentz wasn't doing them any favors.
He was great until he got COVID.
Yeah, in Philly.
So the only thing I have to ask, was it a commercial jet or was this like a small time plane?
I would assume that it was a commercial jet because I'm pretty sure it went from Indy over to Colorado.
Okay. I mean, I've got like a huge fascination with plane crashes. That's the only reason I ask.
Oh, then
I'm sure
Brett,
if you look at plane crashes on YouTube, you might see her face through one of the windows. So
Dude, she's like the thumbnail. She's got the YouTuber.
hi, Mom.
Joke's on us. She started a podcast a while back.
Yeah, exactly.
she's the girl from Call Her Daddy.
Could you imagine? And I never knew.
I know.
None of us knew.
What, do I listen to this?
No.
Maybe.
That's the
Then
issue.
why would I know?
True.
What was that, Ben?
It's a joke.
I don't know what you said, so it's not a joke until I hear it.
My life's a joke.
Got him.
That's just because.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut that one out too.
Yeah, let's go.
We're like every time that Josh makes one of those jokes, we have to beep it out. It's like, Matt, if you can just.
Okay, I haven't been making any racist jokes, and that's what matters.
And he's gonna have to beep that out so that way nobody thinks Josh is. I want to preface this: Josh is not a racist.
You know
He's not a
Kyrie Irving.
racist.
You know what happened to him.
Josh
Kyrie's
sounds
problem was he was a flat earther.
well, Josh sounds like Kanye right now. So
I love.
All right, so we're cutting this whole segment. Got it.
cool.
It's okay.
So all right.
Happy Black History Month, guys.
We're out of.
It's over.
Wait, so I can be.
Matt, just cut all this out.
All right, Matt, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
we're good.
Hey guys, sorry, we're back. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, Craig's really acting up.
Yeah, fucking Craig.
Hey, did you know if you spell Craig
Oh my
backwards,
god.
it spells green bean?
What?
Yeah. Fun fact.
This episode was really good. It turned to
Who would have
I don't
thought?
even know.
Who would have thought that Matt was the one who kept us in line during?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit!
I'm the one who keeps it in line. Let's be honest. I'm
That's
the
why we had
only
to
one
cut
in
half
control
your
of
shit
me.
out.
I was gonna say you keep it in a line. It's just not the line.
Hey, I keep it in the best line though.
Damn it.
Fucking issues.
I didn't even. I was looking over here, but it took me a minute to realize what you did. I'm like,
And cut.
all right, we're back for the third time.
He's not gonna cut any of this out. That's gonna be the
No,
worst.
there's no way he is.
He's just leaving it in. So
He's gonna be like, "This is what you guys get for leaving me
You're
out."
leaving me alone.
I hope he joins right now.
I hope he joins right at the end.
Yeah, we're doing our sign-offs and he comes in.
And I'm Matt.
That'd be awesome.
Oh god.
Shit.
Who for real though? Like, okay, Matt may be one of the most chaotic people I know, but without him here, we are like Matt.
You're calling Matt the chaotic one?
Yeah, when we're
There's no way.
dude, when we're sitting here talking to each other, all five of us are sitting here talking. The two people that are directing conversations are him and Josh.
I was gonna
The
say,
three of us- the
I
three
mean,
of us
Josh,
here.
whenever every single time we have a specific phrase that we use for when Josh says some stupid shit. It's so guys, hear me out. We don't have that for Matt. We have that for Josh. You can't tell me Josh is less chaotic than Matt.
And to be fair, the common denominator right now is Josh.
Exactly.
To be
Hey.
fair,
I am.
drink your
Mute
damn
him, mute him.
TPA and shut up.
You guys are just mad because I am. I'm so awesome.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Hey, we can't be too mad though. He is wearing our jersey that we got him.
Well, your jersey.
Our jerseys. Get in here, bitches. Come
Now,
on. That was good.
That
That
was
was good.
No, that was good. That was good.
I'm still recovering.
It's okay.
we're trying to
Silver
find a way
lining.
to end this episode.
I don't know.
We're barely an hour in.
Guys, come on, let's get to the sports real quick. There's
Oh,
not a
God.
lot going on.
Well, I could talk
Combine's
about.
happening.
Not a lot going on, Josh.
I was gonna say we could talk about. We could talk
Yeah,
about how
sorry,
the Red Wings have traded away everyone.
You cut out again.
He said the Red Wings traded everyone away. I heard him.
Yep.
He cut out. He cut out, but I heard him.
Talking
Talk about
the,
the fucking Hawks.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it
'Cause-
was coming.
The fact that you guys got a second rounder for later and Kane is impressive. Like we had
That
our
is true.
middle-aged star Tyler Bertuzzi, and I don't think, or we got like a first and a fourth.
I think we got a second and a fourth.
Yeah,
think
I was gonna
that's
say
good.
for Kane, that's not bad. Like I know Matt, if he was on here, would say, "Oh, that's such a terrible because we didn't get a
Wait.
first." Like Kane is gonna retire in 3 years.
Well,
Like
I-
you're not getting a first for him. It's like getting a first for Aaron Rodgers.
okay. Yeah, that's what I was. That's part of where I was going to go with this. You're not with his contract. You're not getting a first for Aaron Rodgers.
But we know what Patrick Kane can give. He can give that boost to get them to the finals.
I mean,
And we
Aaron
know
Rodgers could do the
no,
same.
he
Maybe
cannot.
not Aaron Rodgers. You don't
Oh.
think he just because he does it? The Hawks have been tanking for the past 2 years.
That's
So
not
I'm
the
not saying we don't. I'm not saying we deserve first. I'm just saying that he still has game left in him.
Oh, I agree with that. I'm
He
saying
still has a lot of game left with him that can bring him to that. I wouldn't say bring him to finals. They can make a deep playoff push.
right, but the big four sports, of those four sports, hockey, football, basketball, baseball, easily hockey variance per player because you only are on the ice for 1 to 2 minutes and then you have to rest. So even if you have an all-star like Kane, you're not gonna get pulled or carried like that. So
I don't know. Either way, it was about time. And I'm surprised Jonathan Toews is still on the fucking team, to be honest.
it's because he's got too much of a albatross. There's no way they could get rid of him.
But
Mhm.
Blackhawks are in full tank mode. I mean, it's been like that for the past couple of years, but
Mhm.
anyways.
Yep. So combine time.
Okay.
Oh, what now?
I was just say, how about those Red Wings?
Pain. Trading
Hey.
away Vrana and Bertuzzi, just pain.
Hey, to be fair, my second favorite team, the
Pins.
no, the Sabres.
I'm so sorry for you.
Okay,
The Sabres?
the first hockey game I ever saw was the Buffalo Sabres game.
Oh, you mean the Buffalo Sabres?
Shut up, Josh. But I'm happy for them. They're still out of the playoff. They're in the playoff race. They're out of playoffs right now. But for the 20-plus years that they've been the bottom of the league, I'm happy that they're only 4 games out of the wild card.
Okay, take it easy there, Josh Allen.
Okay.
You can be as low as you fucking want, but the moment it's difficult for you to get past that round,
hey,
don't come speaking to me.
They're probably one of the youngest teams in the NHL, and the fact that they're finally 4 games out of the playoffs, they got a bright future. All I gotta say is that.
Mm-hmm.
Combine time.
Okay, combine time.
How about CJ?
I mean, right now a whole lot hasn't happened to the extent of the people we're looking at.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like these D linemen, these edge rushers, these DBs, they're looking fucking good, and I'm ready for the draft. Like,
I'm very ready.
Well,
If
there
this is how
is
it-
one oh god.
if this is how everything continues on, I'm ready to see all of the moves everybody takes because it's gonna be a wild draft through the first couple rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
especially with the most recent legal troubles.
Yeah, with Jalen
Oh,
Carter.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that he's still going to go like top 10 or so because the
I don't know,
Raiders
man.
have
I don't know about 10, but he still probably go the first round.
I think he goes. Where did I did a mock draft today. Where did I have him go?
you had him at like
Oh,
11 to
I had
I
him
think it was
12.
the Texans.
12 to the
12 to
Texans.
the Texans. Yep. Which I mean, he could potentially, unless the Texans say like, "Hey, he could drop further because of this whole speculation," and
Yeah.
decide
Well,
to trade down.
The Texans aren't afraid of speculation. I mean, they traded for Laramie Tunsil and then re-signed him.
Yeah.
And Laramie
but
Tunsil
that's-
easily had the worst like draft day experience though.
But that's like one of the only people that have ever paid off for the Texans too. And I don't want to rule D Hop out because D Hop was a great
Yeah.
wide
I mean,
receiver and everything for them, but at the same time, he's not there anymore. Like
exactly.
it's not my point to be like D Hop was not a good receiver. So because that's not the case.
I'm gonna go grab another drink and go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, my friend.
Don't fall in.
Oop.
But yeah,
fair enough.
so I mean, regardless of everything, Texans can do a lot. I just don't know if they will, based on what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're also, I guess, my finer point about it is they're not the Colts to the extent of the Colts do what the people want.
I wouldn't say that.
I would to the extent of like Matt Ryan wasn't a bad quarterback. Bringing him in was a smart choice to the extent of the caliber that he somewhat looked. No, they're not doing what the people want by drafting a quarterback, but they're somewhat doing what's best, what they think is best for the team. So, I mean, you could go a bunch of different ways about it, but I don't know, man. I just think the Texans, the Titans, and the Jags would have an easier chance of taking Jalen Carter before the Colts even decided to.
I mean, I don't think the Colts want Jalen Carter. The Colts aren't about taking guys with legal trouble.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that they're not going to take any risks about what.
We don't even take anybody with like attitude problems. Like last year, we passed on George Pickens because he had, he's another diva wide receiver that went to the Steelers.
Yeah, he's
He's
fucking
really fucking good. Really fucking good. But
I loved it whenever all of the Chiefs fans were hoping for George Pickens with like that last pick of the first round.
Yeah.
And then it was George Karlaftis, and they were like, no, they heard Karlaftis. I'm just like, he's still a dude. Like,
he's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I like it.
No,
It's
it's good.
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay. I literally just can't hear you half the time just because your mic is just so.
You're too loud.
Yep.
Oh, that was like perfect.
That was
Yeah.
right here. Okay.
Yep, right there. Just leave it in your mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say just keep swallowing it.
You just hear what? And Ben, what you got going on over there? I'm really excited to see, like, at the combine and just overall in the draft.
Anthony Richardson.
We might have a special guest.
Is he coming in?
Possibly.
I'm sorry, who's this now?
Who
But
do you
I'm
think?
really excited to see Bijan at the combine and in the draft, because I know Mason and I had talked about it the other day. He's just, no matter where he ends up, it's gonna be Brees Hall.
Yeah, dude. If he fucking if his 40 is 4.5 or lower,
Isn't he a power back though?
yeah. So 4.5, you know what I mean? Like
Like-
if he's a power back with a 4.5 40, that's
I still love that.
that's fucking, that would hurt me, like, to see him not go top 10, and he's a running back, and you don't take running backs top 10.
Okay, so question real quick, because Hunter asked me this question, and I gave her my personal belief if I was looking at guys. Whenever you see DBs, what 40-yard time would you want to see from them?
4.4 or lower.
Okay,
Yeah, I'd say 4.4, 4.5. But
Yeah.
I think the more important thing is the whole scheming. Because if you looked at the Vikings defense, for example, they drafted a pretty quick corner, but they were putting him in zone when he was very clearly like a man
Right.
deep corner, and it just completely screwed them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Which I told her 4.4 is like really good for DBs.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was
for
just
sure.
like, it's also the fact that you have an edge rusher, Nolan Smith, going a 4.39.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, who do I really want there right now? Because let me tell you, it's not freaking a guy who runs a 4.5 versus a 4.39.
Nolan Smith's trying to pull a fucking Trayvon Walker right now and fucking jump to number 1 like a week before the draft.
Oh, and I wouldn't blame him. Like, especially since Jalen Carter's going to start dropping.
Yeah,
Like, be the number 1 Georgia guy.
exactly.
well, here's the question: do you think Jalen Carter will really drop? Because
Yeah, I think he will.
this situation kind of happened. It's not the same. But Josh Allen, the day before the draft, had all those racist messages leak.
Yeah.
And it definitely hurt him, but it didn't hurt him that much. He
But if a
only got
guy-
like 7 or 8.
But if a guy like Randy Moss dropped in the draft because of problems, you know, he and it was like drug related or something. He like failed a drug test or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But if a guy like him dropped in, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
what's a
There's
little racism in the NFL? You know what I mean?
There's also a difference between being like right around pick number 10 projected and being like 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, fair. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I mean, I said, I think he'll still be like maybe around 10, but
I had him going at 12 just because it's so hard to ignore how good he is.
right.
But at the same time, like, there are several interior defensive linemen in this class that are really good.
Yeah.
You know, and none of them are as good as him. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
you
But
can
I
get
still
someone
like-
else.
I still like Kalijah Cansey.
Oh yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. 40-yard dash for a DT isn't going to mean the world, but I don't think his bench press was that bad. But I mean, he's a DT. He should still be putting up like decent numbers around like 25-ish.
yeah.
So I'll definitely be interested to see what kind of numbers everybody else is putting up with their bench reps too. That's a big. I mean, whenever I play Madden, that's the big thing I look at whenever I'm drafting those D linemen, edge rushers. Is you got to look at bench press and you got to look at 40. Two big things, because whenever it comes to strength, that's part of your bull rush, and that's what you need to see on the line, especially against guys like the guys that'll be around for at least 10 plus years right now, being like Penei Sewell and Laramie Tunsil won't be around for 10 more years, but he's still a really good tackle right now. So, I mean, depending who's in what division, I can see a lot happening.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys talk about any QB situations while I was gone?
No.
We hadn't. I mean, Mason made a joke about AR-15, but not about to any team.
What about
Gotcha.
I mean, I would like to see a lot of different things happen at quarterback, but I still stand by my statement of with the Colts being the team that they are, I just see them taking Will Levis at 1. Like,
No, not gonna happen.
I know that it probably won't, but just like
He
there's
liked
this little part in my mind that says a white quarterback to Indy does not sound like the craziest thing in the world.
Well, I mean, they could re-sign Carson Wentz if they really want to. He got released.
Okay.
So
We don't need to go get a guy who could be Carson Wentz. We could just go get Carson Wentz.
I was gonna say, who
Exactly.
else was released?
in from the grave?
Derek Carr, if you really wanted.
That's true.
Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers. You got a couple white quarterbacks.
Actually,
on the
I think
market.
Derek Carr to the Colts wouldn't be that bad.
I do. I'd hate it, and I like Derek.
Really?
Yeah,
What's that?
I mean, look what happened to Matt Ryan last year.
it's all about development, baby. We need some guy that we can make our guy.
Okay.
Well,
Will Levis likes mayo in his coffee. I'm out.
You did that much research?
Yes. Look it up. It's a real thing.
That sounds
yeah, that was actually Indy's number one question whenever they interviewed him.
How do you like your coffee?
He showed up.
Mayo,
He
mayo.
showed up to his presser this morning with slides on, with his toes out.
Okay, but it would have been.
Okay, to be fair, you'd rather take C.J. Stroud. Who-
Well,
two of his top quarterbacks are Michael Vick
well,
and Deshaun Watson.
That's speculation just a couple of years later.
Look, I said it earlier this week.
Stroud,
Supposedly, C.J. Stroud gets arrested.
allegedly.
I said it earlier this week. I will not be nearly as upset as I would have been about Will Levis, just because I think all 4 of them are guys that can be good. That being said, he is still my 4th quarterback, but now it's because I think he's the 4th best, not just because I think he fucking blows.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Richardson, however, fucking go. He is probably the same skill level as Will Levis, but for some reason, I love him.
I mean, the problem is this feels like last year, where there's all this hype around a bunch of quarterbacks who it's just not gonna translate to the NFL, and the NFL teams are not gonna take them.
But there's also a big difference between last year's quarterback class and this year's QB class. Is all of it comes from a lot more athleticism and everything. Fuck, I just love it.
Well, and look at it this way with last year's quarterbacks. The big names were guys from less good. All the big names, all the big names this year, all four big names are big like
SEC
football
schools.
schools. You know, like,
Right.
you got Ohio State for C.J. Stroud, Alabama for Bryce Young, Florida for AR, UK for Will Levis.
Okay, UK is not a big football school.
But it's a big
But it's
like
SEC.
it's
True.
SEC, so they play against the best football teams.
Yeah.
Then
And
you had guys last year. Malik Willis went to Liberty.
Okay. But can you tell me there's a big difference between Malik Willis with Liberty and Anthony Richardson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because it's an SEC school?
Yes. When you play against those guys, those are the best football teams in the nation, like for college.
Okay.
Like Big Ten and SEC are the guys, man. Like,
Well, and like all of those corners too. Like if you can throw against good corners,
exactly.
that's going to be the difference.
Right.
That's very fair.
And
That
now,
makes sense.
I'm not saying that Anthony Richardson is like super great just because he played against really good teams. I'm saying that he has shown traits of being really good against those teams.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And so, like Malik Willis, yeah, he showed that he could put up big numbers against what the fuck is Liberty?
Oh. Hey, what's up?
Look who decided to show up. We can't hear you.
We can't hear
Hey,
you.
Josh.
I'm Ben.
And like,
What's up, boys?
there you
Hey, now we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hey, you're gonna have to do a live.
Oh, you're all good.
So,
go.
Yeah,
you-
all right. Sorry, I was in the process of crushing an audition, so.
There was
My
a
bad.
lot of
a lot of editing for this.
there was a
video.
lot of controversy that happened this
Oh,
episode.
no.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch
With,
through the entire
guy
episode.
50 jersey.
Oh, wait, are you guys done, or are we still live?
No, we're still live.
No, we're
No,
good.
we're done.
Live for
We're
now.
done. Go ahead and say all the racist comments you want, Matt.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Embracing the Chaos. I'm Matt.
All right. Do we want to backtrack real quick for
Please.
Matt's story, or do we want to just kind of keep going sports talk and we'll end with Matt's?
We can end with this story.
That's
Oh,
fine.
no. I don't like where this is. I don't like just jumping in.
No. It's just the question of the week.
Okay. All right.
But right now we're just talking about the combine, you know, and like stuff that we expect from guys and whatever.
Yep.
We were just talking about quarterbacks, like this year's class versus last year's, and we were just talking about how Brad was like Brad didn't see the big difference between them, and you know, and maybe he still doesn't after this argument, but I was just giving him why I think it's different, because all the names are from either Big Ten or SEC schools this year, whereas last year it was guys from like Liberty or Cincinnati or, you know, not guys that play against the best teams.
Well, and the biggest reason that I will give you for the Steelers taking Kenny Pickett is they practice in the same facility. And they,
you know, he played for what, he was a starter for 4 years there, so he had the experience of being the guy.
Well, beyond that too, there's also the marketing potential. You know, the reason that the Lions wanted Aiden Hutchinson so bad is he's a Michigan boy.
A Michigan guy, yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense for Kenny Pickett, a Pitt alum, to go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But they always do. That's what the Steelers do because they practice in the same facility. Like James Conner, whenever he got drafted by the Steelers, number one, he had he had two different reasons. First off,
Mhm.
Pittsburgh alum, and then second off, he also had whatever disease he had at the time too. So I mean, it was this big underdog story by both him and Pittsburgh bringing him in as a running back. And then he ended up being a stud within the first year. But I mean, after that, he kind of like started to drop off. That's why our run game was so bad.
You
Not
said James Conner, right?
Yeah, James Conner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had cancer.
And then he went and, after you guys let him go, he went and was fucking awesome for Arizona. So.
Okay,
Speaking
but
of,
they also have a lot better.
Awesome's a bit of an overstatement.
Also, look at Arizona's offense.
What offense?
Okay,
Exactly.
so
Hey,
whenever
they did it last year, not like the one that just happened, but the one before that.
whenever you have
They
a
were really
mobile
good.
quarterback and a good running back, that's whenever you'll see that. But we didn't have.
That's why I went Anthony Richardson.
Oh, to give
Are we
Jonathan
still on
Harris some more
the
space?
Are we
Yep,
still
you're-
on the Anthony Richardson thing?
Yes.
I thought that was a joke.
No, I'm fucking in. No, that's my shit, man.
Oh,
But
you're
my guy.
full you're
I'm
fully invested
Full
now.
send. Full
But
send.
kind of going back to diseases real quick,
Yeah.
I think we need to talk about the disease that is Mason's name. Matt, have you seen that yet?
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you.
You
I'm gonna hurt you.
see his picture, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You need to look at his picture.
Yeah, can you see
Hold
my
on.
picture? It's a little tiny.
Oh, I hate you so much right now. Is this
We're
because
gonna-
I'm late? Is this because I'm late today?
Oh, well, I was talking to Brad before we started recording, and it was just me and him, and I was like, would it be funnier if he showed up late or had to just edit it if we got done before he got here and just saw it? Or would it be funnier to save it till next week?
No, you cherry picked your moment. That was good.
Yeah.
That was.
I already have
Before I
mine for
joined the
next
call
week, so.
earlier, I saw the name, and I was trying to flip him off for like 5 minutes, but Josh was too busy opening his mouth,
Mm.
like always.
Well, it didn't help that like when you first got on here, your thing kept just loading for me, so I couldn't see you, so I had to leave the call and come back.
Nice.
Sorry, Ben.
Brett, cut it again. Matt, this is happening all night.
Dude,
Yeah, Matt, you're gonna have to edit a lot.
Oh, you
Get on it.
son. Oh no. Hell no. I'm not
Hey.
editing jack shit.
See,
I'm
I
just
told you. I
I'm
told
not
you.
editing
No,
jack shit.
you need to.
There are a couple that you might need to
Anyways,
think
Mason,
about.
Brad
Oh,
told me earlier,
dude.
so Brad knew what I was getting at.
Yeah.
I listen, Ben, I got what you were getting at just off the one comment.
Basically, Matt,
How many
the way
how many of those are in this?
5. I've counted.
Oh boy. All right.
way
That's not
my-
awful.
my solution to the problem without you having to like cut it all out is just
Just
beep them
cut-
out. Just beep them out.
Or just cut Josh's audio.
Yeah, something.
Well, I could do that if it wasn't
you-
just one audio chain, but I get
I was gonna
one
say you
audio
can't
chain.
cut Josh's audio because Mason, you and I all reacted. So it's like Josh would say something, it would be cut out, and we'd be like,
Well, dude, that's
They
why
don't
I'm gonna
know what we're talking about, though.
that's why I'm gonna bleep it out though. So that way
You
it's
bleep
just a
it?
big
It's like-
bleep
It's like,
and then
ugh.
just a bunch of reactions.
And
I
then
kinda
when we
like that
start our
idea more.
Patreon, we'll
Wait,
be able to
what's-
release.
Wait, we're starting a Patreon now?
I don't know. I just when we do, we can release the uncut.
I don't know if people want to see the uncut.
I don't think
we might, dude. We might get canceled if we release the uncut.
We might get canceled.
All the
releasing
uncut will just
what
be
we do.
Well, that's true. You know,
just
I
get-
feel like somebody else should take over editing responsibilities because for this week anyway, because you guys will know exactly where each one.
No,
no,
Matt,
because
you
you need
have
to
to
see you need
relive
to see
everything.
the beginning of this episode.
Yeah.
If
you do.
nothing
Oh
else.
no!
It's all gold.
Hey, how was the intro though? That's what I was gonna ask.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
gosh.
missed it.
It
It
is
is
good.
solid.
It was
I-
golden.
I made everyone
You
else faithful.
cannot.
That's
I
all.
just-
That's all I'm saying. Nothing more.
I didn't realize we were making it a thing where the guy has to try to make everyone cringe. So next week I have to think of something cringe.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta think of something. Oh my god.
Okay, so wait, we're doing cringeworthy intros now.
Basically, because we did
Okay.
Omaha.
Yeah, you already
Well,
did.
that's true.
Mhm.
I already did mine, so
Yeah, and then Brad did his tonight, which was fucking. It was good. It was golden. Don't get me wrong, but fuck.
all right. Well,
don't know how we didn't expect it.
Stay golden,
I-
Tony
Well,
boy.
you didn't
Uh,
expect it.
I don't know how we didn't expect it.
I heard
I
you,
don't
Josh.
know.
It's okay.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I wasn't sure if anybody did.
No, I caught it. I caught it.
Zoned Josh out all night because
Yeah.
of what he said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why? Because you're just
All right, there's 6.
There it is.
All right, there's 6.
All right, and on
I
that
wasn't
note,
as
Rack-
bad.
I'm just
Like,
gonna rack this up and see how many times he can go.
Are we done?
I'm
with
going
sports?
for the record.
so
Is
Matt,
there a record?
What
Yeah,
is the
it's gonna be
record?
my own.
I mean, the record's currently 0 because we haven't cut anything yet,
Well, I
other
was
than
waiting
mechanical
for him
issues.
to say another joke that goes towards someone in particular.
Anyway,
Bradley, I'm listening.
I was gonna say we're kind of going away from sports, so I guess first and foremost, how'd the band stuff go?
Oh, great, dude. I got finished, and they immediately offered a spot, so I'm in.
Good.
Hell yeah!
Good.
You want to do a shameless promo?
Yeah. Go follow Zero to Hero, Chicago Classic Rock Tribute Band, on whatever socials we have. I don't even know what socials we have. I just got in the band 30 minutes ago. So,
Huh?
That.
but
All right.
your boy's in, new bassist, because I play bass.
Nice.
Are you playing
Nice.
Huh?
Josh, are you playing Madden?
No.
Yes.
He's playing Call of Duty.
I'm playing NHL.
Oh my
Really?
god.
He's chilling.
He's playing some
I thought it
chill,
went
dude.
over the line, but they gave me a power play instead.
Wow. I haven't seen you chell in a while.
Right? Well, we were talking about hockey, and then I was like, well, fuck, I gotta go. I forgot I'm in the playoffs right now. I'm playing the Caps.
You were like, fuck, I gotta
What-
go chell
what?
real quick.
The greatest rivalry there is.
What, Hawks Red Wings?
Well, I'm saying like for his
No,
situation.
Penguins Capitals because the Penguins
Well,
keep getting
yeah.
bounced in the second round.
No, that used to be the Capitals, and then the
Hey,
Penguins
remember
got
Right.
when we got bounced in the second round after up 3-0?
bad. I,
Too
d-
bad.
I know what you're about. That was a good
You know
time.
what I'm talking
Yes, yes.
All
I
I'm
do.
saying is you guys cannot enjoy 2010.
Dude,
Period.
all
We'll
I'm
just-
saying.
We'll just enjoy 2013 and 2015.
Boom.
Still tainted.
Hey, how's 2008 feel? Quick question.
I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
I was gonna say I don't know if you saw. We already talked about it, but Jacob Vrana and Tyler Bertuzzi both got traded away from the Red Wings.
Yeah, I saw Bertuzzi got traded. I didn't know about anybody else.
Yeah. So
Did you like the way the Hawks traded away their entire team?
I know you were mad about the whole not getting a first round pick for Kane, but you weren't going to get a first round for Kane. The fact
Well,
that you
I
got
mean-
multiple picks is
Well,
generous.
and the main thing I was pissed about was originally I saw that we didn't even get any players for it, but then I saw the whole deal and we ended up getting players. So I wasn't even that
Oh, you
upset
did?
about it. Yeah.
Got two young D linemen.
We got 2 players and then 2 or 3 picks. So I
Gotcha.
wasn't that upset about it.
It was
Mhm.
2 young D linemen and a second and a fourth, I believe.
Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, all right, I'm not as mad about the trade as I was
I don't know
originally.
if you noticed, Brad, but it also turned out to be a 3-team trade.
Oh yeah, Arizona got involved in the trade too.
Yeah. So we got
I don't know
D-
how the hell, but they
I
did.
think we got a D lineman and a pick from them and a D lineman and a pick from New York.
Gotcha.
Point is, Patrick Kane isn't on the Blackhawks anymore, and I've been sad about it ever since.
I
I know it's only been a couple days, but it still hurts.
even though it's gonna hurt, I need to go back and watch a video of Artemi Panarin meeting him on the ice.
Oh
saw
yeah,
Work, but I didn't listen to it or anything because I was at work. I'm like, that's gonna hurt later.
yeah, dude. The one thing that I'm stoked about out of all this is that Kane and Panarin are playing together again, because those two together,
But anyway,
are
I'm glad
nuts.
he went to the Rangers.
I knew he was going to the Rangers, dude. Like when all the trade talk started, I knew he was going to the Rangers. Like I knew the one thing that threw me for a loop was when the Rangers picked up Tarasenko from the Blues.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to ruin everything. I was like, man, the Rangers really went with Vladdy over Kane, but then they ended up getting both. And I was like, all right, the Rangers know what they're doing.
the Rangers are pretty fucking scary right now too.
Dude, the
Let me guess,
Rangers.
Josh, you cross crease goal.
Did you hit
I
him?
don't even know what happened. I think I got it off a
It's not
deflection.
Linus Olmark, okay?
He put it
Speaking
in
of
his own
Linus
goal.
Olmark,
He,
All
you
right.
guys see that
he
fucker?
2-on-1 with no defenders. It was a 2-on-0.
So 2-0.
Yeah, he 2-on-0'd.
Did you guys
So-
see Linus Olmark the other day? He's
Huh?
one of what 13th goalie to hit get a goal.
Oh yeah, I saw that goalie goal. The goalie goal. I saw it.
And guess what?
Goalie
He
goal.
came fucking Sabres, and now they're fucking what 45, 8-8 or something like that.
Who, the
I'm-
Bruins?
Bruins, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're,
They
they're
have-
I thought
on
you were
track
saying the
to have-
Sabres.
They're on track to have the greatest record of all time.
Yeah, they have 100. They have 100 points through 61 games, which is the fastest ever.
Well,
The
you know,
The Bruins
know
are on
the,
a fucking tear this year.
the major four sport curse for that, right?
Yeah, if you're
None
the
of
best.
the teams.
Yeah, if you're the best team in the regular season, you choke in the playoffs.
Yep, not a single team has actually made the or has won in the playoffs and won it all with the best record.
No, I know. Remember when the Lightning had won the President's Trophy, and then
And then
Columbus
it got
swept them in the first,
swept.
and then Columbus swept them in the first round? That was a good time.
That is great.
Linus Olmark this year is 31-4-1.
Jesus.
With a 1.8 goals against average and a .938 save percentage.
Fuck. What was his GAA?
It was a 1.88.
Fuck.
Less
He's
than
like-
2 goals a game.
And he's like 30. He's like 31-4 or something.
31-4-1.
Fuck that. Yeah, that's
Guess what?
nuts, dude.
He spent his first 6 years in Buffalo. And
Man, that
actually, overall wasn't like he's about
Man.
average.
sounds like that move to Boston was the best thing that ever happened for his
Boston,
career.
his first year in Boston was last year. He was 26-10-0. This year is 31-4-0. Look
Well,
what
those are
happened. Looks what happened when you get a fucking D lineman in front of you. When you get an actual defense in front of you.
look what happens when you leave Buffalo.
Hey, this is the second time we're going through all this hockey stuff, but I said earlier, I'm happy for them. They're 4 games out of the playoffs, 4 points out of the playoffs. And
The
that's closest-
Sabres are?
Yeah, that's the closest they've
Jesus.
been for like over 20 years. So, I'm
Oh,
happy.
I can't say shit. The Hawks won't be anywhere near the playoffs for a while. So
Right, 2 Chicago teams are fighting for that number 1 overall pick. One
That's
already
it.
has it.
what was it?
One-
Bears have it. Hawks are close.
I mean, the Cubs can make the trifecta, but
Nah.
Honestly, I think the Cubs and the Sox are going to both be mid this year.
They'll be decent this year. They'll
hey,
be
Mason,
okay.
you alive over there?
Yeah.
Both teams will be watchable this year.
Tired of hockey
That's what I
talk.
care about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get any rounds of sports talk earlier, so I'm catching
No,
in.
you're good.
I'm
Exactly.
enjoying it.
You're all good. I'm just chilling.
That's fair. But the Cubs and Sox will both be watchable this year, and that's all that really matters. At least they should both be watchable this year. How are the Tigers looking, Brad?
I couldn't tell you, and I don't care.
Hey, Miguel Cabrera going into his last season, though.
Is he really?
Yeah, he announced that this is going to be his last season.
Yeah, good for him.
I just hate that Jose Abreu is now on the fucking cheaters.
Yeah, that move actually kind of pissed me off.
Hey, they
Oh.
won legit though. As much as I hate saying that, they did.
I mean, this year they did, but
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
no,
care.
this year.
Not in 20 what?
not in
17?
2017. 17.
Oh, okay.
It was
Cubs
17,
won it. The Cubs won in 6.
Mm.
I was going to say, the Cubs won in 16. You're not taking that one away from me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I don't know, Matt, if you saw the comments he made today, or yesterday, one of the past.
Abreu?
Yeah, I guess he talked to the reporters about how it feels not being a White Sox, and he's like, last year that it wasn't like a family. And that's
Well, dude, did you watch fucking Kaner's presser, his first presser in New York? And now he was talking about how weird it was to not be wearing Blackhawk stuff anymore.
But it is for after
I watched that and I was like, fuck, man. Like, And they did a giant tribute to him outside the United Center. I don't know if you saw that,
I saw that.
but I was like, oh shit, dude. Like Mason, like I'm sure you get it, but like this was kind like Patrick Kane leaving the Blackhawks to go to another team was kind of like Peyton Manning getting traded to go to the Broncos. Like it was that kind of level of
Well,
shit.
the difference here, we never traded him. We just cut that bitch.
That's what I
We didn't
thought.
get anything for him.
Mhm.
No.
Oh, I see. We at least got something for Kane.
No, we didn't get anything for him. We just
Yeah.
let him go.
Off
here.
out of nowhere for recovery.
Well, he was hurt too. That was the
He
other.
was, but we gave him a contract that year. We just signed him.
You did. That's right.
And
And
then
then
we
you
cut
cut him
him.
for nothing.
We were getting close to not getting anything for Kane because of his fucking contract. If we didn't have,
Well,
Arizona-
that's why we didn't trade Taves because we were talking about it, but then he's been out with that illness for the last couple months. So he was untradeable because we weren't going to get anything for
But
him.
if it wasn't for Arizona to come in and take part of his contract, we weren't going to. That's
Well,
why
that's true.
it took so long to get
The
that
whole-
trade through. They've been
Yeah.
talking about this trade for like at least over a week. And
Yeah, and the whole reason they waited was because the Hawks wanted Arizona to take part of his contract. And then they did, so then the trade went through. And it makes me sad just thinking about it.
that reminds me, I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight.
That's okay. Don't worry. Aaron Rodgers is gonna Brett Favre here in a little while, and you'll be all right.
No, he's not going to retire.
No, he's gonna go to the Jets.
No, the Jets have already said they're not in that sweepstake anymore.
No,
They're
it's,
gonna,
and
they're going to sign Derek Carr.
and then another report came out today that they're back in. So
I don't buy it.
Right.
That's me though.
I don't know. The Jets kind of need to do something though.
Yeah, but with Derek Carr, I'd rather take Carr over Rodgers personally.
I mean, I would too, but it would just be too good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna go to the Jets, suck, go to the Vikings, do good, get to an NFC championship, lose, and then retire after being injured.
Fair.
He's gonna Brett Favre.
Mm-hmm.
No, it'll be after his last darkness retreat. He'll be like, I got too high this time.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna do the darkness retreat while on ayahuasca this time.
Oh, dude, the double whammy. While
All right.
not being he'll do those two while not being vaccinated, but that other word that somewhat means vaccinated.
He was immunized.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he'll be immunized while on ayahuasca in a darkness retreat. Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll somehow win another MVP. He's not winning it.
So, Matt, we all answered the question beforehand, but I think since you joined late, you also got to kind of put yourself out there. Would you say? Did you see the question of the week?
No.
Okay.
Oh
So
wait,
the
wasn't
question-
it like first impressions or something?
It's who made the best and worst first impression with you and why.
Oh shit. Well, that's tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean,
Let's see if he goes the way that I think he's going to go.
well, because I met all of you in like a actually I have a story about not technically the first time I met Josh, but the second time I met Josh, but what was initially my first impression of Josh.
Or the worst.
For the worst.
We should also clarify real quick. We also distinguished Josh and Chad as two
Yeah, they're
separate
two
entities.
separate entities. They're not the same person.
Oh, dude, the first time I met Chad was fantastic. That was just a religious experience, honestly.
religious.
I think we all saw God the first time we met Chad.
I remember the first time I met Chad.
I think that's our next question is when was everybody's
Chad?
first time meeting Chad?
Oh, dude. But I'd have to say, well, I'll start with the worst impression, just because everybody here knows the story, because it was technically the second time I met Josh. But we were starting the house hunt, and me, Brad, and our other friend were sitting in Brad's old house looking at houses, and we knew Josh was going to be the fourth housemate, but we were like, okay, we all said this time, wonder why Josh is late. Brad was like, I wonder why Josh is late. All of a sudden, door opens, Josh fucking walks in fresh out of the gym, shorts on, tank top on, does a slow walk into the living room. He looks at me and just goes, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh, this is who I'm living with."
And it was the best experience of your life.
I was gonna say, dude, look where we are. Look where we are now. Like, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot now.
I had that feeling every time I walked out of the bathroom and Josh was in the kitchen. This is who I'm living with.
I honestly think the first time I met Chad was this night.
Yeah, this night was a good Chad meeting. It really was.
I think that was the first time I met Chad, honestly.
My first experience with Chad was sophomore year homecoming. That was a good one.
I got a different one for that.
Sophomore
Chad-
year homecoming. Why was
Chad-
it?
Oh God, that was awful.
Bait-
I know what
bait-
you're talking about.
Beatty's party.
What did I do that was a Chad?
Dude, you just chatted.
You are Chad, like
You chatted to the extreme at that party.
I was crossed out of my mind. I was
Dude,
fucking was getting money.
well, that's true
Oh.
because you weren't dating Lexi yet. That was right before you started dating.
No,
Lexi.
that was like the moment that I had to choose.
Oh yeah, there was that whole debate too. That's right. Good times.
this is a little off topic, but before you go on to who was your best impression, I want to say that talking about Chad made me think about this. I know that I said that when we go to Brad's next, I'm bringing a Borg with me. I already have the name for my Borg, and none of you can steal it.
We'll see about that.
Is it Darb?
No, it's Borg and Wallen.
Oh.
Nice.
I should have seen that coming.
Oh.
So you're telling me I have to come up with a name?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing until today. But, yeah, apparently you have to name your Borg.
All right, but I got dibs on
2.0.
on what?
Chad 2.0.
Oh yeah, you got me. Borg.
Dude, Chad Jr. But anyway, going back to the thing. I mean, y'all know this story too. I don't know if Ben, I'm sure Ben does. He's been here long enough. Best first impression had to be Brad, just because it was like the first impression of like the group that I had, and it was during freshman orientation. And like Brad just came up out.
Matt wasn't here.
Huh?
Said, man, am I glad Matt wasn't here whenever Brad said his.
Oh, you motherfucker.
No, I didn't say you were my worst, but I also said I didn't say you were my best.
You also said I wasn't your best.
So I had a reason for that though, because you also met me in a one-on-one situation. I had
That's
met
true.
multiple people that night.
Wow.
So I had like so many whirlwinds of emotions.
But who's here today, Bradley?
I know. I said you. No. I specifically clarified that you became a very good friend beyond that first impression. But strictly on first impressions, you were not the best first impression.
I said you were my best first impression.
Well, dude, are we?
Because Mason's a simp.
Well,
said
dude,
the
I was gonna
three-way
say,
tie of my
Mason, I was
first
gonna say, you and I had a really good one too, because weren't we in the land of Zach Schaefer when we had
Yeah,
our
we were.
first impression?
Yep, exactly. And I
Yeah.
told them that my real first impression wasn't the first week, it was the second week when we talked about what our topics were going to be for our speeches, and you were going to teach the class trombone, and I was going to teach the class trumpet.
Hell, yeah, that was it. That's
That
what we
was
locked in.
See, he gets it too. He fucking said the same thing I said.
Dude,
So
when are we gonna tell the story about the Quote-O-Matic, the greatest invention that
my
never
God.
existed?
That'll be a next week story. That'll be good.
We got to bring it up, dude. We got to have Zach Schaefer on the show at some
Oh
point.
my God. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, we did decide that we're having our first guest next week.
Oh, who is it?
Hunter.
Yep.
Isn't she like a semi guest almost every week?
okay, but there's a reason this time.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna tell the story of her life.
She's had a near-death experience that, like,
See, you lost me at life story, and then you said near-death experience, and now I'm right back in it.
And then not only did she have a near-death experience, but Josh made a joke about it that I was trying so fucking hard not to make.
You just have to watch it when you go into edit.
Yeah, you're gonna edit it, so.
I was trying so hard not to make it. I was like, I'm gonna text everybody so that way I don't say it out loud. And then Josh was like,
For the 6th time today.
that sounds like me so much. Fuck you, bitch.
Dude, did you guys like that one clip of the fucking Sweet Life on Deck that I sent? That I was like, "This is Josh,"
yeah.
and they were talking about the employment rate.
Way to go, fellas.
Way to go, guys!
Let's
Let's shoot for 40.
Did you send that earlier today when I was at work?
Yep.
I said it yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, if that's not Josh, I don't know what is.
Oh wait, I did see that when I woke up this morning. I think I don't know.
What? Shoot for 40?
It's been a long day.
Dude, that killed me.
Dude, I forgot that existed. That I saw it. I was like, "This is going to the
Josh.
guys right now. This is Josh."
This is-
Shit.
I wouldn't mean it, but I would definitely say it if I saw it.
Definitely say it. Holy shit.
Just because I love arguments with feminists, and
Oh, that's a great way to start a conversation, Josh.
hey, this is why I don't date a feminist.
Good point.
If I date a feminist, let me tell you, one of us are dying, and it's not me.
Is it me?
And on that note,
We're gonna let Josh talk about this next time.
yeah,
Oh,
we'll
God. What's
we're
happening
not
again?
question of the week next week.
Find out who lives and who dies next time. Dragon Ball Z.
1v1, Josh versus feminist.
Oh my god.
That's the title of the episode. Josh versus feminism.
Okay, I'm here for that one.
Dude, I feel like for that one, we just let Josh. I feel like we let Mason moderate since he's got to record everything, and we just let Josh and a feminist just duke it out.
All right, put my sister on here. I got you.
No, I was gonna say we'll have Josh and Laura. Just go.
Oh my god.
All right.
Josh is like, let me loosen up the fitted sleeves real quick.
Give me some
Hey,
peanut
so-
sweets.
We gotta wrap
thank you.
this up though. I got
Yeah.
shit.
That'd be
So-
a fight for the ages, though. I couldn't wait for that.
All right, so thank you everyone for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Send any questions you have in the comments. We will read all comments. So far, we have currently one. So,
Oh, do we? The
Yeah,
last
we do.
yeah, we have exactly one. It's Brooke.
Oh,
So,
Oh,
She
okay.
wants pure ass cow merch.
Okay. Hey, that reminds me. We're gonna work on some pure ass cow merch
Oh,
because
yeah,
it
that's-
needs to happen.
yep, we will talk about that in the
For anybody that watches these and doesn't comment, why? Like, we'll answer your questions. We'll respond to your comments. We might even react to your comments if you're nice enough.
But thank you.
Give us a comment.
Oh, Josh.
Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Brad.
I'm Ben.
I'm Mason.
I'm Matt. Sorry I was late.
And just as always, you gotta shake it before you make it, baby. I'm Josh. We'll see you next time.
All right, good night and get fucked.